What's up traders, welcome to another weekly trade setup video. Now in this video I will be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis, some of the hottest currency pairs, cryptocurrencies and indices that you will be looking to trade next week. Now the currency pairs, cryptocurrencies and indices that we will be covering in this video are dollar yen, NZDUSD, EURNZD, euro dollar, GBPJPY, gold, USDCAD, USDRUB, USDZAR, USD Turkish lira. Now cryptocurrencies that we will be covering are BTCUSD and Ethereum USD. Indices are Dow Jones or US30 and S&P 500. Now if you are not trading all of them, then I will put a timestamp in the description area. You can skip what you don't trade and you can watch what is important to you. Now at the same time, if you haven't watched my previous week analysis, I would put a link above and also there will be a link in the description. Most of the currency pairs did exactly the same way I have analyzed. It was incredibly profitable and very volatile trading week. You can watch them to have some confidence about my analysis. Now if you are new to the channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Nizam. I'm a full-time trader, author, as well as founder of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I'm Forex Wizard, the wizardry, including live analysis, strategies and educational content that I post every single day that will change the way you trade. So make sure you subscribe, press that bell notification so that you don't miss out any of this, and also follow me on Instagram forex.wizard2021. With that said, let's begin without any further delay. Now first of all, let's start with dollar yen. Now dollar yen, as usual, I will be starting with higher time frame because this is the philosophy and the right strategy I use. I always use top-down analysis to see a clear, transparent picture of in the market to trade the market in a right way. So let's begin with monthly time frame. Okay, why monthly? Because I will not be trading with monthly, but higher time frame will give you a clear direction in the market. To trade the market, you need only two things: direction and entry point. So to see the direction, you need to see the higher time frame, and to find the entry, you need the lower time frame or proper candlestick pattern to pinpoint the proper entry in your trading. So monthly is still almost half months to go, but what we are seeing, the dollar yen, first of all, look at this. This is the very strong level of resistance. We see a bounce from this resistance. Look at this here. First of all, look at the high of the monthly candle. There is a small clue, but very important thing is that it couldn't break the monthly high. So that means that the buyers were not strong enough to break the previous month's doji. Now this was the doji, okay? And as a result, we see a bounce from this level, and now we see a downward drop in this. The rest of the month, we could see this instrument likely to drop. Now look at where the price was. So this is the price. We see that historically it was in 2017. So this price is now freshly new in the last almost 5 years. So we could possibly see further deep retracement in this instrument. Now on the monthly, we see a bearish pressure. Now at the same time, keep in mind that this is an overall uptrending market in the higher time frame. So let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action it is creating. Now on the weekly, we have something to see very important. Look at this current week's candlestick. what you see, this is a bearish candle. Now in this candlestick, what you see that the price couldn't break the previous week's high and also broke the previous week's low. So that means that it has created a bearish candle with a lower high and lower low. So the market structure currently on the weekly seems like bearish, because there is also a strong level of resistance here. If you draw this weekly level, we see another resistance on the weekly. Look at the past year, there is a long weak candle here. Now the price, we see that there are back-to-back 2 weekly candle closed here, and also back-to-back 3 weekly candle open and closed in this zone. So there is a strong level of resistance, and we see a bearish candle from this resistance. We can expect the next one to drop further for the deep retracement, or even coming down further. Now what we might see in the new trading week, little bit of retracement to the upside along this zone. So this is the level that we can expect this price to go up, test, and then drop. So how? Let me show it clearly. We could see go up and then drop down. Now let's jump on to daily time frame then to see how we can find a trading opportunity. Now on the daily time frame, look at, guys, this education no one will give you for free, because people even don't pay attention to this kind of subtle important things. People are busy with watching news, looking at the chat room. I don't care anything about it. I only pay attention what's happening in the market. Look at the high impact news, how people are reacting. See, there is a saying that when you're going to fish, you need to think what fish want, not what you want. Trading is like that. You need to look at what others are doing rather than what you think you should do in trading, so that you know what to do. So this is what on the daily time frame. Okay, this is very important thing you need to remember. See, on the daily, this is an uptrending market. See, series of higher high, right? What happened here? This candle is just created little bit of lower high. So when you see a lower high, that means that the buyers fail to create new higher high. In that case, we could see a deep down from this place. Now at the same time, I'm completely polite and humble, because at any point I could be wrong. Trading is like that. You have to be confident, and at the same time you have to be flexible, you have to keep room for error. That's why you need to keep a high risk to reward ratio when you are trading. Now on the daily, what you see that there is a head and shoulder pattern is formed in this zone. This is a very important thing. So when you see head and shoulder, a resistance couldn't break the high, we can expect a deep down from here. At any point, as I told you, it could go up. So that's why you need to manage your risk. Now in this daily candle, what we see that there is an important thing, that in this head and shoulder, we see a test of this previous support as a resistance, and we can expect now drop from here on the daily time frame. Now as you can see that we have seen another level here. This is the weekly resistance zone, and this daily candle just penetrate this resistance. So in the new trading week, we could see further up, maybe around half of the daily week, and there is also a 20 period moving average. We could see possible drop to the downside, and we'll make our trading decision based on 4 hour. Now 4 hour, we see dollar yen has created two back-to-back two dojis here, and we could see even drop from here. No one knows, because there are double dojis here with a lower high and lower high. So we could possibly see drop from here, or maybe we could see an uprise and then we could see dropping to the downside. So we have to see the first 4 hour of the trading week in the new trading day, or even 1 day of the trading week. As you can see that when you see the morning, you can understand the day. So that is what we will be doing with our student. We will be observing price action in this zone. As soon as we will see possible drop, we will go for short with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's see another one, NZDUSD. Now as you can see that I am showing you that there is a high impact news release in the next week, and the currency pair we see that euro on Monday in Sydney time, NZD quite a few high impact news release, GBP on Wednesday, and also USD on Thursday and Friday. So we will have quite a few news release, and these currencies will have a high volume in it because there will be high impact news release. So in that case, NZD USD will have a high impact news release, and we could see possible high volatility in this instrument. Now let's start with monthly time frame, keeping in mind that this instrument is going to be volatile. Now NZD, what we see that monthly there is a strong level of support here in this drop. Now from this support we see a bounce in this instrument. Now because this is a very strong level of support, you see in the past there has been a big move to the upside. We could possibly see another big move to the upside. Okay, NZD USD. Now that means that monthly we could see an uprise. At the same time, we need to keep in mind on this that there is a trend line here and the price is just below this trend line. So let's see how we can figure out which way the price is moving. Now as you know that no one can predict the market with 100% accuracy. No one in this world. If anyone can predict with even 20 pip with 100% accuracy, he can be a billionaire. Every time he will trade 20 pip every single moment, and he can be a billionaire. So make sure whoever is telling 100%, be afraid of him or her and stay away. He or she will blow your account or will scam you. So NZDUSD, there is one important clue here is that, see, this is the trend line that we see here. There is a support here, support here, support here. So there is a trend line here, and we see this break of this downward channel. Look at this. This is a downward channel, and we see a break. Now we see a retest of this support as a resistance. As a law of trading, what is falling is likely to fall. So from here on the weekly and monthly, we see a little bit of contradiction. On the weekly, we see now bearish sign. Okay, so what is likely to happen? So there are two possible scenarios. Now let's see daily, and then I will tell you how we will be approaching. Now daily, we see that the previous support, this is the support, because this line is based on monthly, but if you adjust it on the daily, we see this is the support here, now tested as a resistance, and generally speaking it should drop from here, which is highly likely because this is a downtrend, and downtrend continuing to the downside is justified. Now what is the possible approach to us? See, if we see, now let's jump on to 4 hour and see possible scenario. Now if we see a gap opening on the new trading week, say for example the price opened as a gap here, okay, gap here, and we see a long green wick at the top with a long wick like that, highly likely that this instrument will continue to the upside. Okay, that is, we need to see the break of this trend line. On the other hand, on the first hour or first day of trading, we will see that the price dropping, especially if it breaks this 4 hour level of support to the downside. Okay, if it drop from here, break to the downside, and then we will be waiting for a retest of this support as a resistance. That's what you need to trade, guys. You can't predict a market well ahead, a week or day, that this way will go and I'll trade. You need to wait for an instant how the market structure is forming, and based on that you need to change your side at any point. That is the character of a trader, and that's why most people lose money. They hold a big ego. They said that, okay, I said that the market will go this way, I am right, I have to be right. If I am not right, people will laugh at me. No, trading is like you need to change your side when market changes. Based on how the market structure is forming, you mold yourself to be one with the market. That is the character of a trader. Be comfortable with that. be comfortable or being uncomfortable. So that's how you can become a trader. There is a support here. So if we see the break of support, we'll go for short. If we see that the price is pushing to the upside, creating another long green candle, then we will think for potential long opportunity from here. If you are enjoying this analysis, then smash the like button now. Let's jump on to EURNZD based on monthly time frame. By the way guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and also thumbs up. And at the same time, see, I run a big academy, one of the fastest growing academy in this industry, as well as this YouTube channel also growing very fast, because I don't keep secret. I want to give people what they need from me to help them in their journey. In the meantime, if you have time, you can visit my website. The link will be below. There is a discount going on in you can join only for the signal. You can try for 1 month, you can try for 3 months. The signal, there is no strategy in it, but if you want a lifetime access, there is a discount going on. I have all the strategies in video format. You can join, you can earn and learn the best trading strategy than you can ever find in this industry. These are the gold mines that I developed over years of hard work. So if you want to check, there's a link in this description, and also there's a lot of free stuffs here, free lessons, free ebooks. You can download them if you are new in trading. Build the foundation. Now let's see on the EURNZD. First of all, as usual, we will be analyzing based on monthly time frame. Now EURNZD, on the monthly, what you see as usual, it's also bearish market structure. Look at this one here. Starting from here, a big impulse correction, impulse. We see a deep retracement to the upside. Now we see a drop from here. So on the monthly, primarily we see that EURNZD in bearish, and now it's rejected from this higher price. We see a drop to the downside. Weekly, what kind of price action it is creating? Now on the weekly, as I mentioned in my previous analysis, also every day I'm mentioning in my previous weekly forex forecast, I said that euro is dropping from here, and it is exactly it has done. You have already seen that. Now at this point, you see the next week there will be a high impact news release in euro early on Monday. So we could see further drop in this instrument, as this is an overextended market now from this trend line. On the monthly, we see a drop. So EURNZD is likely to drop further based on higher time frame. Daily, what kind of price action it has created? Now look at this one here. On the daily, it has created a head and shoulder pattern here with couple of dodges here, and then we see a break to the downside. Now listen guys, remember, traders are those who can see the pattern before they are forming. So you need to see how it is creating the market structure. Now see how it is creating the market structure. As you can see that after this head and shoulder, we see a drop. In the new trading week, there is a high probability that this instrument will go first, rise little bit. Look at this one here. Now this is the trend line. It is likely to follow, go up, test this one, and then to drop. Now why I choose this trend line to test? Look at this one here. First of all, what you see, there is a 20 period moving average is dropping with this price. At the same time, you see there is a head and shoulder here. Now when you see a head and shoulder like this, you can expect the price to go up again, test this previous support as a resistance before making any move. So in this case, we see the head and shoulder, and this is the neckline of this head and shoulder. Now this neckline is aligning with this trend line, and in this 20 period moving average, we could highly likely to see the prices going a little bit initially in the week. During the maybe news release, we could see volatility, and we could see a spike testing this level and finally dropping to this level of support here. Now let's see on the 4-hour how we can enter a trading opportunity on this one. As you can see, this is how the market structure is forming. Now this is the trading plan that we will be using. We'll be waiting for this price to go up and test this trend line. At the same time, you see in the same place there is a 20 period moving average, which is highly likely to be tested. As soon as you will see the test, based on the rules of our strategy, we'll look for shorting opportunity and we might target a big one on this one as well. Let's see, start with another currency pair, euro dollar. Now euro dollar, how it is forming the market structure. First of all, monthly. Now on the monthly, what we see that euro dollar first of all went well above, break this previous month's high. We see now the sellers dropping. Now this is the overall bearish market, euro dollar, guys. Remember, this is a long-term bearish market. After this double top, we see aggressive move to the downside. Now there is a saying that Rome is not built in one day. The trend is not built in one day, and it shouldn't be ended in one day. This is a long established bearish market, and it's not easy to change the trend in one day. Look at here, when there was a trend change here, how many months the price went in a sideways and created dodges, a lot of movement. So euro dollar, if you want to change trends, you might see a lot of dodges like this, and then will push to the upside. So you could see there is a lot of ups and down in this zone if it wants to change its trend, or looks like it will go farther down. So bearish in euro dollar is still. Let's see on the weekly. Now on the weekly, the previous weeks has created this red candle. This week we saw a doji, red doji. Now what is likely to happen? From my experience and from all the analysis and technical abilities, in the new trading week, we could see euro dollar moving to this line. Why? Because around the half week of this doji, there is a long week here on the doji. The price is likely to go up, test, and then likely to drop. Guys, no one, you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of gurus are talking. No one will tell you pinpointly what is likely to happen, because even they don't know, and they don't want to be embraced with you. So I don't care. I give the right education. Someone is liking or not liking is up to them. But from my side, I'm fully authentic. What I see in my eyes, in my experience, in my vision, I share. And I see that incredibly works most of the time. It doesn't mean that I am always right. Remember, trading is all about probability. You need to be flexible to make error. At the same time, when you make right, when the trade goes in your direction, hold that for a big move, 5 times, 10 times profit. Take all the profit, all the losses that you made so far from this gain. So you need to take the big one to cover the losses that you made, did in the past, or couple of trades. So that's how trading. So what is likely to happen in euro dollar? It is likely to go up from here, and then let's draw it here, and this is what is likely to happen in euro dollar. As I told you, at any point I could be wrong. Okay, I don't have ego. Even I might change my mind in the first day of the trading week if I see the price action is forming in a different way. So that's how trading is. Going down to the daily time frame, what is likely to happen? See, daily, what we are seeing now, the price is following another trend line, another channel. So this is how the price is moving. Now this is what we'll be doing. We'll be waiting for the price to test this trend line in the new one and then further drop. Let's see on the 4-hour how the price action is forming. As you can see on the 4-hour, we see a possible another head and shoulder on the 4-hour time frame and then drop. So what is likely to happen in the new trading? The price will go up. See this confluence zone here, test this one. Now why we need to test this one? As you can see a head and shoulder on the 4-hour, we could possibly see a test of this neckline as a resistance and then possibly drop. So this is the zone that we will be waiting for the price to go, give us an opportunity to trade. As soon as we'll see a setup in this zone, we'll go for a short with a high risk to reward ratio with our students. Now if you want to be our students, as I told you, there is a rare opportunity today. There is a 25% discount going on because of this pardon me, I forgot why I gave the discount, because I was focused on analysis. So there is a discount going on because of the Valentine's Day. So if you wanna check it out, go here, go to my website, go to the signals and the strategies. There is a low cost option available. If you wanna just try 1 month's signal, I kept an option for you so that you can see how this works. If you want to learn my strategy, then you can join my lifetime access. In this one, you learn all the strategies. That's our gold mines I developed in over years of hard work. So let's begin with another currency pair. It's up to you. It's join or don't join. It's up to you. It's an opportunity for you. But if you don't want to join, stay with me in the free channel. I post everything possible to help you in your trading journey. Let's start with GBPJPY. Now GBPJPY monthly time frame. Now this is a bullish market, okay, but at the same time we need to see that the price is now sitting in a very at the top. After this consolidation, we see the price rose up, tested this monthly resistance, and now we see another drop to the downside. So it is now in going up and down position. In the monthly, we are still 100% not sure which way the market is moving. Let's see on the weekly time frame to see how the market structure is forming. Now on the weekly, it is a bit bullish, but at the same time we need to realize that this is a bullish market setup. Okay, why? Because as you can see that there is a strong bullish momentum followed by this correction. Now we see another rise up, but in this rise up we see a failed attempt to break this resistance, and we see the price came down, created a doji. Now in this doji, there is two possible scenarios. As I told you, we could see a rise up or we could see a breakdown. Now to me, it is highly likely that we could see another breakdown before making any move, because this is a very strong level of resistance. You see quite a few weekly candles failed to do so. So it is very difficult to break it. One day it will be broken, but we could see a possible false breakout to the downside to grab liquidity and then drop, at least even crossing this doji and then go up. But we could see anytime a direct move from here to the upside. So let's see on the daily and 4 hour. I'll show you what are the conditions that you will be looking for going up or down. Now on the daily, the previous day we see a rejection from this higher price. Now on the daily, first of all, highly likely that the price will come along this level of support. Why? Because this is the most strong level of support here, resistance here. There is a support here with this long wick candle. There is a support here, and also you see there is a doji here, and it is highly likely that the price will test this 50% of this doji, an important level of area of value, and likely that the price will come here and then shoot to the upside to break this level, because to break this kind of resistance it needs liquidity, or even it is not impossible that it will come drop from here because it fails to create a resistance. So what will be our approach? Let's see on the 4 hour. Now this is where we will be seeing how the price action is forming. Now if we see that in the new trading week, first of all, let's see the conditions that we will be looking according to our strategy. As you can see that there is a short time trend line here. If we see the price when going up with a smaller candles and creating a retracement of this move, then we will look for potential shorting opportunity. On the other hand, if we see during the news release, especially if we see a big long wick candle, with a bullish engulfer breaking all of this, then we'll look for potential long setup. So these are the two criteria. If we see a long green candle with a strong momentum, we'll look for long opportunity. If we see smaller candles creating a series of smaller candles, and then we see a big move to the downside, another hanging man or a bearish engulfer, then from this zone we'll look for shorting opportunity. So these are the two conditions that we'll be looking with GBPJPY. Remember. So let's see another currency pair, metal, that we'll be looking to trade next week is gold. Now gold, now this market is bubbled. Okay, there is a huge momentum to the upside. It's overextended market. Now gold basically now mainly moving based on fundamental. Okay, the technical sometimes defies, technical sometimes violated when the fundamental are very, very strong. Now the fundamental is the tension between Russia and Ukraine. So no one knows what is going to happen, but as soon as the fundamental will be settled, we could see a big drop in gold. Now according to technical, the gold is bullish. Okay, this is a bullish market, but it is an overextended bullish market. That's the problem. Let's draw this monthly resistance here. So the price is basically facing a very, very strong resistance. We could see further move if the fundamental doesn't settle. We don't know. We could see possible bullish, or we could see a break. Let's see on the weekly what is likely to happen. Now on the weekly time frame, you see that the price broken this weekly resistance here. There's resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Now if it breaks to the downside, we could see possible drop to this level for sure, because we could see a multiple test of, when you see a strong level like the historical level broken, we should see multiple retest of this resistance. At the same time, we should see a test of this trend line at the same time before making to move to the upside. This is the healthy way to move a market. But if it moves, which is highly unlikely from here, then wait for the crash. And I'm not going long or short at this point. I have to see how the market is working in the first or second day of the trading week, and I will be definitely updating on YouTube, TradingView, wherever you are following. If you are in my VIP channel, definitely you will see signals and update very, very soon. So what is happening here? You see there is a doji. Now this kind of doji, sometimes you will see that a big move from here. So that's could happen. Let's see on the 4-hour time frame how this market is forming. But to be honest, I still believe that gold will drop from here. Let's see how the market is forming. But then what will be our trading strategy, trading plan in this one? Listen, if we see the new trading week a gap opening and moving to the upside, I will be staying in the sideline. But I will be trading if we see like this one, a big bearish engulfer from here, even without breaking the previous week's high, or a hanging man like this one here, like this one. Let me draw the hanging man so you can visualize it when you're trading like this, without breaking the high that we see most of the time in gold. Then I'll trade from here, keeping stop loss above the previous week's high, and I'll target here. So it will be at least 1 to 6, 7 risk to reward ratio. So this is the plan for gold if all the conditions satisfied according to the rules of our strategies. Now if you are enjoying this analysis, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's see on USDCAD what kind of price action it is creating. USDCAD. Now USDCAD is bullish, as I mentioned quite a few in my analysis. What you see that USDCAD is pushing to the upside. Why? Because see the market structure it is forming. Look at this green candle here. There's a strong bullish candle. Okay, this is where you need to pay attention, because this bullish candle will tell you what happened in this zone. So this is a strong buyer's zone, followed by another one created a higher high and higher low. So this is the red candle. Many traders might fall in a trap. Okay, this is a pin bar types of candle, rejection to the downside, we could go short, but color is not important. The importance is, has it created a lower low or lower higher high or higher low, or lower low or lower high? So it has created a lower high and lower low. So there is a high probability that this is going to be a strong bullish market. So the next one, what you saw, that there is a doji here. Okay, so in this doji also this is a bullish. Why? You saw that the sellers tried to push the price down, but strongly a big rejection to the upside, a lot of buying happened and created a green doji. As a result, this month still half months to go, we see the bulls are now trying to buy. So from here we see there's a monthly trend line and it is about to break, highly likely. As I told you, at any point I could be wrong, so make sure don't trade based on what I said and taking a big risk on your account. Don't do that. So let's see weekly what kind of price action. Now on the weekly, there is this instrument I'm analyzing every single day. You see that the last week I analyzed only one analysis on USDCAD. What did I say exactly that is happened? You'll see the analysis. I'll put a link in the description area. So what you see that on the weekly, USDCAD has created, you see this week there is an inverse head and shoulder. You see there is a strong level of support with these dojis, and the price rejected from this level of support. There is a big move with this green candle, followed by a couple of dojis with a long wick at the bottom. This current week we see a green doji. That is the sign of like this pushing to the upside. Okay, breaking this level and then pushing to the upside. On the daily time frame, you will see the market structure is very, very clearly visible. Let me explain what kind of market structure it has created this year. Okay, so this is the daily market structure. Let me draw it separately. I will show you what happened in USDCAD. This is a crucial trading education, guys. You will never find this kind of free trading education that will change your trading. So make sure you stick till the end and watch the video in full. So this is the market structure that USDCAD has created. This is a bullish structure. Look at this pole here, created a triangular pattern. So when you see this kind of pattern, first thing you can expect a false breakout to the downside and possibly a false breakout to the upside, and then finally trending to the upside. This is the master Forex pattern. So look at all this condition is fulfilled or no. Look at this one here. There is a false breakout to the downside of this pattern, false breakout to the upside, the price came back to the range again, and then finally from this support the buyers pushing the price high. And when the price was here, I made analysis and I said exactly this will happen, and that is what happened. Smash the like button now. Okay, so what happened now? We see a breakout from this pattern. Now what is likely to happen in the new trading week? Let's go back to the 4 hour. Now this is a strongly bullish market. Now we could see a rise directly from here, highly likely to happen, and that is my expectation in the new trading week. On the first 4 hour, if we see the prices creating a series of higher low with some dodges, maybe double dodges, then we'll think for going long with our student with high risk to reward ratio. Let's see another currency pair, USDRUB. What kind of trading opportunity we have now on the monthly USDRUB? What we see that, see this is a bullish market on the monthly time frame. There is no doubt. This is also creating this kind of pattern here. So this is a common pattern you see all the time in the market. See what I said just now in USDCAD. This is what happened. Let me draw it again. So you'll see this kind of pattern in the market over and again. So you'll see that there could be a false breakout to the downside, false breakout to the upside, and then finally trending to the upside. So look at this one here. There's a pole here, false breakout to the downside, false breakout to the upside, came back again. Now we see a trending to the upside. So monthly bullish. Let's see on the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly, now overall bullish, but currently weekly time frame, USDRUB has created a hanging man in this level of resistance. So though finally it is likely to go up, but next week, that means the coming week, we could see some bearish momentum, and that is the opportunity we'll be taking, because our trade may last maybe couple of hours or couple of days. So next week USDRUB we see primarily bullish. We could see the prices falling to this level of support in this zone and possibly moving to the upside. So when you see price fall to this support and moving to the upside, we will think for going long that time. So this is the resistance, and what we will be doing on the 4-hour time frame, based on, we will be waiting for a reversal pattern in this zone. If we see a reversal pattern, then we will think for going possibly shorting opportunity. As you can see, there is a strong level of resistance here. If we see possible reversal pattern, remember, if we see pushing to the upside without any reversal pattern, then we could go long if the resistance is broken. If this resistance is not broken, reversal pattern is created, then we will go for short, and then we will watch the price action again here for going long. That is the right way to trade. USDZAR, what kind of opportunity we have monthly? This instrument is basically dropping to the downside. As I mentioned in quite a few analysis, what you see, USDZAR from this trend line drop to the downside. This current month also the price is dropping, and we could see further drop maybe for this to this level of support, because in this level of support there is a doji here, monthly doji, and we could see the price is dropping, testing this, and then pushing to the upside. So on the monthly we see bearish. Now weekly, previous week we see that back-to-back 3 weeks drop. Now we see a doji. So what is likely to happen in the new trading week? At this doji couldn't break this high, we might see an up price. Let me draw this level of resistance here. So there is a resistance here. Now in the new trading week, what is likely to happen? To see the prices going up, breaking the previous week high, and then dropping from here. Let's see on the daily. Now this is what is likely to happen on the daily. As you can see that this zone is on the daily also, there is a very strong level of resistance here. Now you see there is a support here. Now this support is broken. We should see a test of this level of support as a resistance and then drop. So this is the healthy way in a trending market. If you see a trending market like this, you should see something like this. Okay, this is the right way of a trending market, creating a series of lower high and lower low. So at the same time we could possibly see a test of this trend line here. So there is a the confluence zone for USDZAR is this. If we see the price is moving here, and then we will go for short with a high risk to reward ratio based on what kind of price action it is creating. USDZAR, let's see USD Turkish Lira. This is the last one in currency pairs. Then we will look for cryptocurrencies and indices. Now USD Turkish Lira is bullish without any question. See, there is a big move, and then we see consolidation, very long consolidation. Now in this consolidation, what you see, the price is creating series of higher low. So we see this pattern, the same pattern that we have discussed, that the price created a triangular pattern with creating a series of higher low. So there is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and we see a pressure on this resistance. It's already broken with the last day's trading candle. Look at this one here. This is daily candle, and this candle basically crossed this all this way down, tested this 20 period moving average, and we see now pushing to the upside. So how we will be trading this USD Turkish lira. This is already a trading signal on this one for going long. So as soon as the market opens, we wait with our student to see just a little bit of up price to break completely this level, and then we'll go for long opportunity from here, keeping our stop loss below this low, and we'll target at least 1 to 3 or more risk to reward ratio. This is the plan for our USD Turkish lira pair. Now let's start with BTCUSD cryptocurrency. Now guys, if you are enjoying this analysis, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's see on the monthly. Now, first of all, let me tell you something. BTCUSD, check out my previous week's analysis. What did I say? Weekly time frame. Go see what happened after this, pin bar on the weekly. What I said that cryptocurrency is this BTCUSD is likely to drop from here, and see the weekly candle is just 1 day to go, but what we are seeing now that BTCUSD is dropping. Okay, so that is what exactly happening. That's how my analysis is done, with high accuracy, at the same time keeping room for error. Now let's see now what kind of price action it is doing on the monthly. It is bearish. Okay, so we could see potential break even to this level of support, as cryptos now dropping after the monthly close. Then we will understand if this monthly candle remain the previous month's low. That means if it is still remains above, let me show you what is likely to happen. So if this monthly candle cannot break this low, we could see possible uprise. But if this monthly candle break this level, then highly likely that crypto will create a very lower low. So weekly time frame, let's see how it is forming. Now on the weekly, what we are seeing now, the price is still showing a bearish pressure, testing this doji, 50% of this doji, and we see a drop to the downside. So on the weekly as well, we see a bearish move. Daily, now daily, we see a double top formation here. Look at this double top, and look at the candlestick pattern, a strong bearish move, right? So this is a strongly bearish now, still creating a series of lower high and lower low. So as you can see that it has created a double top here. So how will be our trading approach from this level of support? Testing as a resistance, there is a support here, and also if you extend this market here, you see this long wick candle created a level of support here. Now this is also neckline of this double top. So we could see, you see this daily candle now forming like a doji. We could see a test of this level of support as a resistance, including this 20 period moving average. At that point, if we see proper entry on the lower time frame, we will advise our student to go for short, including myself, with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's see on Ethereum USD. Now Ethereum and BTCUSD following each other. As you can see that almost similar kind of market structure. I'm not gonna do a new analysis. The same pattern. Look at this on the 4 hour, creating a daily, creating a double top formation and breaking to the downside. So we will be waiting for a test of this. Let me draw this one, level of support. So we see possible there is a support here and there is a resistance here. We see support here. Now we want to see a test of this support as a resistance and going for a short with the same pattern, same strategy as BTCUSD, but will not double up. We'll keep it simple, keeping the risk managed with only one currency, cryptocurrency at a time. So now let's see indices. First of all, Dow Jones US30. What kind of, now this one is dropping because of the fundamental. There is a lot of volatility in the market due to the tension, as you know, that with Ukraine and Russia. But don't pay too much attention to the news, then you will be smashed. So don't pay too much attention to news, just pay attention to the chart and just when you need it, little bit listen and forget it, because there's a lot of rumor all the time that there's a lot of negative news that may impact in your trading. So now US30, just see, this is an overall bullish market, but now we see that this trend is tired. Now you see there is a long trend. Now when trend is tired like an old man, it will show you this kind of pattern. So that means that we see further drop. We could see further drop. Now first of all, see how the market structure is forming. You see there is a double top here on the daily. Okay, so there is a double top. Now after this double top, what you see, the break to the downside. See how the market structure works. You need to understand it. Now after this double top, you see it has created a neckline and tested this neckline as a resistance. See, this is a simple market structure. Let me show you. When you see a double top formation, break to the downside, you can expect this double top neckline tested as a resistance and then further drop. So that is what exactly happened. Tested as a resistance with this doji, and we see further drop. So what is the next step in this move? As you can see that there is a long support here. Okay, there is a strong support here. The price is nearly on the support. So buying or selling at this point is not good idea at all. What is likely to happen is, let's say on the 4 hour, to see the trend clearly. Now this is what we will be waiting with our student, to see a trend like that. Okay, so what is our approach is to go wait for the price to go up, test this trend line, and then let me draw it properly. So will be wait for this price to go up and then test this trend line as a resistance, and then potential shorting opportunity. Now we have to take a very narrow gap on this one, because it is approaching a very strong level of support and we could see a bounce. So we will be cautious only if we see a narrow gap here. So if we see an uprise and then potential reversal pattern like this one here, testing this resistance, and then only we'll think for going short. Otherwise we'll be watching price action, staying on the sideline. So this is for the Dow Jones. Let's see on the S&P 500. Now this is also similar kind of market structure it is forming, so I will not do a separate analysis. Let's see how the market structure formed. As you can see, there is a strong level of support here, and before this support we see a double top formation, and with this double top, see, this is how the market works, and that's what basic you need to know. Now in this double top, look at this one here, we see this neckline tested as a resistance and we see a potential drop. So what after this drop, now at this point the price is in the middle. From here, not a good idea to trade at all. We will be waiting for another push to the upside along this resistance, and from here we will look for possible shorting opportunity to this level of support with a narrow stop loss with high risk to reward ratio. Guys, if you are enjoying this analysis, then smash the like button and also leave a comment below what you think about these pairs. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon in my next analysis or next weekly Forex forecast. Thank you. See you.